Welcome, medium fans! As you can tell, we have a shift deck here for you today. So we've got Trials of Grodov that just came to Eternal. And I'm going to have to redraw this hand, obviously, so I'm just going to do that real quick. And we've decided to go with the weakest archetype that people seem to be thinking of, which is Shift. And I've been liking this deck a lot. We'll see how it goes. This is interesting. We're going to be a very low-to-the-ground, aggressive Praxis Shift deck. And you can look down below in the description of this video so you can actually see the full rundown of what the deck is like. We have a deck tech video that's down below with a link. I'm going to bottom this, I think. This one's a little bit close. I have two East Annex Smugglers. I wouldn't mind extra power for Combustion Brawler. It's tight. This is a slow start, though. Not exactly the fastest right now. Okay, this is fine. I could shift Stonehewer, but I kind of want to just Nimble Conscript. Let's go! And then we can get Praxis Banner. Maybe I play Stonehewer normally. I could play Stonehewer normally here, and then we can have Tantrum up for next turn. If I don't... if I don't, then the next turn I'm still just playing Stonehewer and Tantrum, which doesn't necessarily help us anymore. Shakedown. Okay, so they can get our Tantrum, but we can use East Annex Smuggler to go and get Purify. Oh, okay. Or they'll do that. That's fine for us. They've got Torch, I'm guessing. They have to have Torch. They're looking at it. Yeah, they're probably... That's definitely Torch. But they don't do anything about it, which is nice for us. That being said, I'm going to blow this up. I imagine they'll torch us. No. Well, I think I Cloak of Moments? I'm gonna Cloak of Moments. It lets us Combustion Brawler next turn. I like getting things a little bit larger if we can. Ooh, nice. Or we can East Annex Smuggler now, too. If we go for Smuggler, I could get Purify. We've got two Combustion Brawlers in a row. I think it's okay to use one. I like having the exhaust up, but I'm just going to go for one here. We'll just pass the turn. Yeah. I'm not sure why they didn't burn that before. Seems weird. Ooh. That's kind of rough for them. So it seems like they probably wanted to have something there available immediately, but having the depleted power might have wrecked them. I can go for, like, a Stronghold Vandal here, or just another Purify. Potion of Alacrity isn't the worst, actually. I think that I want to play the East Annex Smuggler anyways, and I don't think I want to go Tantrum. Not yet.
I'll move anything.
Tantrum's a lot of damage. Nice. So let's go ahead and... I mean, Flame Blast is also pretty reasonable. Maybe just go Flame Blast. I just feel like we should be attacking. They could have Annihilate. Yep, alright. Fair enough. Pretty good.
It'll get the job done, guaranteed.
Extend Merchant. Sure. We can Tantrum that down, or we can just Combustion Brawler for now. I think Brawler is probably the right way to do it. We get to exhaust that and slam. We have 14 damage that's unblockable. They have to hold up Annihilates and stuff for it, which is pretty good. And that's not including Tantrum, so it's going to be a tough time for them. Go ahead and murder that, and slam. This is looking really good. They might be able to kill this Combustion Brawler, but I don't think it can kill both. It's going to be tough for them to do that. And there's no way for them to gain life, so something like Vara doesn't matter. This should be very difficult for them. Yeah, Desecrate actually just leaves them dead to our Flame Blast. And we still have another Combustion Brawler, sick. Seems good, though. Not a bad first showing, if I may say so myself. pretty successful round one, and I like this hand. We're going first. We get to play Nimble Conscript right away, and then Cloak of Moments next turn. We don't need to have this be cheaper yet, so no real reason to lead off with that when we can have a Nimble Conscript and just be slamming a little bit earlier, right? Cloak of Moments making it cost 0 to shift, but
Reporting in.
not really being necessary. Okay. I'm not going to let them get the Onslaught. I'll just kill it now. Also, if they're actually the, like, mono-red Oni deck, then there's a decent chance they have things like Ornate Katana and whatever. And I mean, Ornate Katana does mean that we get 2 cards for 1.
Flame on.
No, there we go. Speaking of Flame On. We also have... Well, Ornate Katana kind of lets us 2 for 1. It also lets them draw, so I mean, it ends up being kind of moot. We just don't let them put it down ever. That's kind of nice. Aha! We have an answer to every one of your units, which is actually not that good for us. We really want to have pressure ourselves. Oh, come on. I mean, alright. Sure. I'm gonna hold on to the standard for now, I think. I don't need 4 power. So I don't really see a reason to do that yet. Oh. Borderlands Trailcutter. Now I actually like this because getting to 5 is important. Oh no! Oh no! They fired it off too soon! Nice! We get a 2 for 1 out of that one. That's really good. If they had waited until after combat, that would have been good for them. Unfortunately, they did not. So remember, you can let the damage happen first and then torch it, so you know that it'll actually work. That's a big Godin. Oh, they attacked? Really? That seems like a huge mistake. Why would they do that? I kind of feel like I need to leave this standard. Because standard can be such a beating here. But we're also close to drawing off of that. This is close. I'm gonna wait. It's such a crapshoot either way. My cat comes into the room and makes a bunch of noise. This is gonna be tough. Flame Blast, sure. I can't believe they're still attacking though. Like, what are they doing? I guess they'll just try and chump block? That's... Huh. Pretty buck wild lines of play here in my mind. Is this lethal? So we get 2 plus 7? Yeah. Well. I mean, yeah? Okay. So that was a game. I felt like they definitely could have played a little more defensively and probably had a really good shot of winning that game because of Godin. That Warp Godin was great, but opponent just didn't slow down. Which, hey, I appreciate. Let us win the game, so... Just because you're aggro doesn't mean that you can just always go face. You've got to actually think about it. Aggro is, especially mirror matches for aggro, is a lot of thinking. And I feel like your opponent just kind of wanted to go face. Which, hey, sure, that's fine. I like this hand. Let's snap keep that. We get Nimble Conscript into Stonehewer or Borderlands Trailcutter, either way. Maybe Trailcutter first, so that we get a little bit faster Stonehewer. One problem is that there is a little bit of a non-bow between Trailcutter and Tantrum. Just a thing to recognize. Let's go ahead and Nimble Conscript, I think, still.
Let's go!
Because Auralian Infestation is tempting. I wish this was a Waystone Elemental. Oh, man. Because that can do a lot of work. Alright, I'm gonna Trailcutter. Hopefully they don't kill it. Oh, they have a torch. Well, only so much that I can do around that, so fair enough. Sucks. But what do you do? Okay. So we're gonna shift a bunch of things. Opponent still has a torch. I wish that we had the Cloak of Moments right now. That would be a big deal. Nothing from our opponent, huh? Do they have, like, double torch? Nope. Nope. I'll just keep shifting things. We're getting a lot of pressure down on them. And then next turn we have 8 damage in removal.
What do we have here?
Ah, here we go. Waystone Elemental, 4-1. My 1-cost 4-6 seems pretty good. Wait, opponent! Come back! Yeah, this deck can get pretty dumb. Too bad shift is so bad, though. So we've been doing pretty good so far. I think that I keep this hand, too. I've got the Scout on Mining Team. I don't love this one. This one's definitely one of our weaker hands. But it seems okay, and we're on the play. I don't mind this. I don't want to take the risk of mulliganing this, because it's not that bad. Combustion Brawler is a little bit awkward, just in that we don't have the second fire, but I don't think that's going to be a big problem for this deck, generally. Especially with the Scout here and stuff. Ooh, double Kimi. Do I keep the second Kimi? I think I do, still. Being on the play here, I think that we've got a decent chance of actually doing it.
Down.
Yep. Get our Scottish Dinosaur Rider out here. And then we've got the torch for the next thing. Oh. Journey Guide FTP. I'm not sure what they're doing. Could be a lot of things. So maybe like Second Sight here or something. Genève Merchant's interesting. So they're gonna get something that's made cheaper because of Journey Guide. I wonder if they're... Oh, are they on like the really old combo? I wonder. Be strange, but it's possible. I mean, I could leave up Torch, but Cloak of Moments seems real cool.
Let's go. Let's attack!
Go ahead, slam that, and get another Kimi. Honestly, even if I'm throwing Kimis away for no value now, or quote-unquote no value, like if I'm just attacking and they die, they get us a lot of extra damage later. Might be very worthwhile. Uh-oh. I'm a bit worried about that, because that could be a board wipe. I mean, we can kill it, which I'm definitely going to do.
Let's go.
So hopefully now our stuff is big enough that they can't just, like... I mean, Hailstorm doesn't kill everything, unfortunately. But it does get a lot, unfortunately. Their FTP. I mean, if they're FTP, it seems likely they're going to be able to kill this. I think I hold off. Like, I think that Hailstorm is really likely here. Nope, Diogo. Okay, so they are Diogo combo. I haven't seen Journey Guide in that before. Tantrum's interesting. I mean, definitely Slam here.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll be able to combo off next turn, though. I think they have it. Really close to killing them, though. Wow, we're close.
A legend.
I might as well kill it. Try anyways. They did have to block with the 1/1, so they don't actually have 6 now, unless they have an undepleted power, which of course they do. Of course they have it immediately. That sucks.
Listen to this.
I mean, fair enough. Kind of rough that they immediately hit it, but
Waystones
what do you
hold
do?
great power.
I was hoping that they would just not have the power for a turn. There's a decent chance, and they only had
The
2 cards
Waystones
left,
hold
but
great power.
yeah. They had a really, really, really sick hand.
The
That was,
Waystones hold great
I think,
power.
the best hand they can have, especially considering that they got the Journey Guide on turn 1 to actually make all of it cheaper.
Waystones hold great
I don't know that they
power.
could have gotten off a turn faster than this.
I'll move anything.
That was really, 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 really fast for this combo. Wow, what an incredible draw. I haven't seen the Journey Guide in this deck. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't remember it being in
The
there.
Waystones hold great power.
But, I mean, I guess that if you hit it on turn 1 and you get everything cheaper that fast, wow,
The Waystones
that's
hold
crazy.
great power.
What an incredible draw. Absolutely nuts. I'm still gonna see and make sure. But yeah, I mean, they've definitely got it. So if you haven't seen this, I mean, this is also like a fun thing to show everybody, because what it is, what's gonna happen here is they just infinitely use this Invoke the Waystones, constantly getting power into their void here, and then they're gonna have Shiftstone Processor hit play off of Market, and then they're just gonna be able to kill us for 25. If we had Aegis, it actually stops it, which is funny. So they have to have a way to crack through an Aegis.
Something catch your eye.
But they're definitely going to be able to do it here. Just have to wait until the Invoke the Waystones stop comboing and get their whole deck.
The Waystones
It's
hold
going to
great
be
power.
very, very soon. I still can't believe how
It'll get the
fast
job
they got
done,
it, though. Like,
guaranteed.
that was absolutely the fastest it can be. Turn 6 is the earliest they can have it. That was really, really, really good draw.
Custom.
And they're playing extra cards for no reason. I'm not sure why they did that. Because, I mean, imagine they already have it. They've got enough merchants beforehand that I don't know why they would need to.
Fresh kills make the best pelts.
I guess they're just trying to rub it in now? I don't know. Weird. Or do they just, like, not have it? There's no way. Yeah, like,
Just don't look down.
I guess they're just doing this to rub it in our face. Why would they do that? Okay. I mean, that's a thing they can do, I suppose.
The smallest grain
No real
of
reason to
sand.
do that besides just to rub it in our faces, but okay. Because, I mean, they had enough to... Didn't... Oh, no, it's 4? I thought that it was less than that. Sorry, I apologize. I hugely apologize to my opponent. For some reason, I thought it was a lot less than 4. But, yeah, no, that makes perfect sense, though. They just needed enough blockers to not die here. For some reason, I thought it was 3. So I thought that they had enough to actually just do it. But, okay. Nope, I'm 110% wrong, and I apologize. My opponent played perfectly, and I'm the idiot. So close to killing them. 1 turn off. If they hadn't had the absolute perfect draw, then we'd have gotten there. But nothing we can do about that. That's just way too fast. Hard to beat the absolute nut draw out of a combo deck when we're just aggro. But close. Still very close. We almost still got them. Here we are with our final match. I can't keep this hand, unfortunately. We can keep hands that are won sometimes, but not that one. This hand looks interesting. I might just Ghar unshifted. I think that makes sense. Be aggressive.
Smallest grain of sand.
We can do curve out. We go 1, 2, and then Waystone Elemental at some point in the future. Seen a lot of aggro decks here against this too. Question is, do I just attack? I think so, actually.
The sun
I'm kind of
shall
cool
guide
just slamming in here and racing them, which might seem a little bit crazy. Ooh, I like Tantrum. But I don't think it's as insane as it might look. So next turn we can either play another mining team, or we can Tantrum. Taking Granite. That is certainly a card. We definitely have Waystone Elemental next turn, so not have to worry about that. I think I just Tantrum. Oh, they have Torch? Okay, so they're sitting on Torch. Yeah, I'll just let this pass. Let them decide if they want to torch it or not. There's no reason to throw away Ghar. Jawbone Hatchet is a card I haven't seen in a hot minute, I'll admit. But we get a slightly cheaper Waystone Elemental. Still pretty good on 4. Honestly, Waystone Elemental feels pretty cheap even on 5. Just a nasty card. Yeah, we get a 2-for-1, and then we still get the 2-3s. And our opponent's only attacking us with a 1-1. I mean, sure. A lot of Grenadin. Not necessarily going to help them now that much. Ooh, hello. Kimi and Mining Team. Scout again. Ooh, Smuggler is a thing. I'm going to keep that. We don't have anything to throw back, though, because I'm going to probably want to use this Shugo tactic. Oh, good draw. Oh, man. I was just thinking, too, that Kimi was going to be so good with Shugo tactic. Nice hit, though. Very, very strong draw there. So now I could trade if I want. I could go for, like, Obelisk, which would be pretty disgusting.
I'll move anything for a price.
I think that going for Obelisk here, actually, is pretty solid. And now they don't have a good attack on us. We can go a little bit slower because all of our units are bigger than theirs. And, of course, they're going to be a lot bigger than theirs in a moment. Unless they do really well, they don't have a good attack.
Your sword.
That's pretty good. Not so good that I think that we're in trouble or anything, but it does let them actually attack here if they want. Oh, they're going to attack with everything? Oh, wait, they attack with everything but the unit that doesn't die. I mean, deal? That's strange. The 3-1 is the one unit that I thought should be attacking more than anything else. Well, 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 we have some options. I think I start with the Obelisk. Attack these and hold back everything else. That was an interesting turn. But I don't think they could have gotten out of it anyways. We had a disgusting hand again. So as you can tell, I mean, we did really well with this deck. I have definitely enjoyed Shift. There's a lot of talk about how Shift has been really weak and just how garbage it is. And even with the Trials of Grodov, people were like, oh, like all these Shift cards, I can't believe they're adding more to Shift. That's not... This is pretty good. I don't know. That seems like that did okay by me. I feel like Shift got significant upgrades. It might be that people are trying to do fancy stuff with Shift when really you can just be smashing people's faces. Unblockable units in aggro decks are surprisingly powerful. It's weird. I know that it's a strange thing because you do end up operating a couple turns slower in some ways, and that you're like having your units come out later because of the Shift. But at the same time, they're unblockable. That's a big deal. And it does make them cheaper too, right? I mean, a 1-drop that's a 3/4 is huge. Granted, it doesn't come out on turn 1, and that's the downside, but then having it unblockable for a turn is a big upside. I don't know. I mean, things like Cloak of Moments and being made even cheaper with Trailcutter, I think actually helps this deck out a lot. And of course, Waystone Elemental is another linchpin. This card is just really, really, really good when you can make it cheap. And you can do that pretty reliably with how much Shift you have in this deck. So I've been enjoying this one a lot. I think we've been doing quite well with it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And I will be back next week with another deck tech. Big shout out to all the subs and patrons as always. And of course to my incredible sponsor, inkgaming.com. You can check them out down below. They do lots of custom game pads and like mouse pads and gameplay mats and things like even hoodies and t-shirts. And we have a bunch of channel art from them as well. It's just fantastic. I really, really loved Ink Gaming. I can't thank them enough for all the work they do for me. And you can get a percentage off if you use my code, Ilyon12 down below. So I will see you next week.